Okay, hello guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be knocking out as much of the Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn Thaumaturge story. I have leveled it to 30, as you can see up here. I've made some UI changes as well. We are on level this. It's like 10. Oh, we might have to split this into two because I don't have that much time. We'll have to see how this goes. But we're gonna go ahead and tackle this and see how far we can get. Right. Oh, yes. Quietly. The aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my Thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Kokobani. Go to him and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat of Pucency. Haha, so quietly you have come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you. However, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last-minute trips to the privy? Very well. The threat of Pucency. How magnificent the ruthless power we wield. Flame devourer, ice entome, and lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring runs dry. Flames sputter out, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vassal. Terrifying thought, is it not? A Thaumaturge who has exhausted her arcane reserves is not but a woman with a stick and a funny hat. For we mages, we may as well equate the etheric energy flow through our veins as our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one of two directions, astrally or umbrally. When your mind and spirit lean in an umbral direction, your thaumaturgy is afflicted by a state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spells is diminished, and they also require less energy to evoke. On the other hand, a thaumaturge in the astral fire stage will find the potency of her incantations enhanced, but at a greater cost to her etheric stamina. Now, with the concept of etheric balance and the efficient casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 Ents. Pray do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when a mauled corpse of one of my pupils is returned to the ossuary. Okay, so we have to kill some stuff. It's not too bad. Yeah, I've been playing this in dungeons and stuff like that, and learning the balance between things, it's definitely interesting. You arrived before me upright and breathing. Wonderful. It is so much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to necromantic divination. Tell me quietly, what action would you take if you found your thaumaturgical endurance exhausted in the midst of battle? Lee. Furnish my scepter as a club. Yes, the scepter is certainly a lethal instrument of death. Your death, you valiant fool. Remember the first chapter. We do not close distance with our enemies, but it's funny. And we certainly do not hit them with our finely crafted tools of thaumaturgy. Pray, consider replenishing your energies with a vial of ether before humiliating yourself in melee combat. but I'm a dragoon. Ah, ether. The draught of the gods. We thaumaturges, indeed any who practices the art of arcane manipulation, value the substance above all others. Thus it was with unbridled fury that we received the most recent report of beastmen activities. It seems an Amulja raiding party has attacked a caravan on the trade routes and made off with an entire crate of precious ether. The time has come for you to put your new knowledge to the test. Annihilate these Amulja bandits and retrieve the cargo of ether-filled vials. According to the report, their armored war transport was last spotted in the south of Drybone. And believe Kokobuki has an additional request. While you are busy incinerating Amulja, be sure to collect some samples of their blood, assuming you can draw any from their smoking remains. Do I detect the scent of ether? And I trust the stench of Amulja blood. Yeah, I mean, gross, but yeah. Oh, 10 vials, 20, 30, the sight of so much ether is just so very comforting. What have we here, Kokobani? Is this the crate that was stolen? I see quietly's lessons have had the desired effect. I guess it's more like supposed to be an evil laugh. I will assume the vials, vicious liquid you have there is beastman blood. Kokobusi will be pleased. Oh. Kokobuki, you left word for me to visit the ossuary. Have you finally decided to begin my training in thaumaturgy? Kokobusi. Good of you to come. Quietly here was kind enough to obtain a supply of Amulja blood for you. An alchemist acquaintance of mine explained how you had been using this substance in your research to create a mana-amplifying elixir. Naturally, we are most interested in the results of this experiment. So, you see, Busi, your work as an alchemist already puts you in a position to work alongside us. You needn't become a thaumaturge to be part of our family. That's right, Busi. Besides, the battlefield is a dangerous place and our skills are not exactly suited for keeping others safe from harm. I see. This is but another attempt to dissuade me from pursuing my true calling. I do not want to cheer you on from the safety of my workbench. I want to fight at your side. But Busi, we cannot stand the thought of you being harmed. Pray, do not do anything foolish. I do apologize, brother. Sometimes I forget how difficult it must be not having a natural aptitude for the arcane arts. As I mentioned before, quietly, Kokobusi is dangerously unsuited to the wielding of thaumaturgy. Even with the proper training, he would be unable to cast magics as we can. Were he to attempt to force a manifestation of power, the strain on its etheric reserves will likely kill him. But let us not dwell on this unpleasant circumstance. For you, on the other hand, are brimming with thaumaturgic potential. Remain diligent in your studies and do not cease in your efforts to expand your wellspring of power. Aw, poor guy. You gotta feel bad for the dude, right? Like, that must be rough. Alright. Next. Come quietly. The yawning abyss beckons once more. Today, Coco Benzi will instruct you with the chapter entitled The Threat of Superiority. Heyo. You are come for your lesson quietly, then heed well my words. The threat of superiority. Ah, how magnificent the intimidating power we wield. Flames sear the air, ice frosts the ground, and lightning flashes with blinding in something. Do not, but not all are cowed by our elemental fury. Ignite not your flames, summon not your ice, and strike not your lightning. Know you this threat, and stay your hand against such foes. Once you cut away all the overblown imagery, the passage draws attention to the importance to an important tactic. A wise Thaumaturge does not engage in battle against opponents she cannot defeat. A fine example would be avoid conflict with Uldah's multitude of furious merchants. Those soulless, ravaging creatures are afflicted with the madness of insatiable avarice. Do you perhaps recall the crate of ether you retrieved from the Amalja bandits? Well, a number of irate peddlers have arrived at the guild with the gall to demand compence for a few measly vials we emptied as our just reward. Alright, well, we drank the entire bloody box, but the point is that the guild cannot presently afford to pay such a sum. Thus, I pass on to you a secret of my last and most potent defense. Shameless weeping. I'm not speaking of a few tears here. I want you to stride up there to those tyrannical traitors and cry your eyes out. Sure. Sure, why not? Where are they? Are they out here? Okay. Well, you needn't cry about a few vials of ether, lass. I'll tell you what. Ye dry ye eyes for me, and I'll take care of the loss with me own purse. Yo, nice, thanks. All right, miss. I know you're the one who chased down those Amalja brutes. I'll let it go this one time, for your sake. Thaumaturge, what manner of guild are you running? Do you simply loot and pillage the goods? Yes, we do simply loot and pillage the goods. Cry. It's not that... Oh dear, I'm not angry at you. You understand. It's those 5 ether-addled brothers I take issue with. You tell them the next time this happens, I'll have the price taken out of their unprincipled hands. Hehe. I have cried. A masterful performance quietly. The sniffing was a nice touch. You will, however, encounter foes who are unmoved by such pious wailings. And take this recent request, for instance, which I have nominated to serve as your next trial. A team of scholars has asked for a Thaumaturge to destroy a cursed relic they unearthed known as Mormo's Urn. While pottery is by and large immune to tears, it is alcranic thieves that subsequently stole it that concerned me. The Alcran are an organization of criminals not normally known for their gentle or understanding disposition. Rather than attempting to engage in an entire gang of their thugs, I would suggest you neutralize the threat to your person with a well-timed sleep spell. The Alcran have been seen traveling in the southeast of Drybone. Find them and destroy the urn they carry. Quietly, a moment if you please. Pray, allow me to shatter that urn. get here. I thought that if I assisted you with your task, then my brothers might finally deign to take me seriously, so I followed you. What have we got here, then? A couple of nasty sand rabbits that are about to get skinned. Oh, I heard that in the wrong voice. Oh dear gods, where did they come from? Alright. Nice. That was simply incredible, Quietly. I wish I could wield the same sort of power. I became an alchemist in the hopes of creating some manner of mana-amplifying elixir, but all my efforts have been for naught. The results have been far too mild to make any difference. I'll never be a thaumaturge like my brothers at this rate. I'll forever be the pitiful, powerless little sibling. Mormo's urn. If I destroy it, then maybe my family will see what I'm capable of. Wait, don't you dare break my urn. Ah, what the? Did that piece of pottery just talk? Or are you Mormo, the void sent? Well, yes, I am Mormo. But I'm the nice void sent. Huh? Can you be a nice void sent? It was the nasty ones that sealed me up in here for helping a mortal. If you would be so kind as to open the lid of my urn, I would be happy to grant you a wish. Anything you desire. Fortune? Fame? I'm not really interested in fame or fortune, but perhaps there is one thing. I'd like to have etheric power that's equal to my brother's. Power, is it? A perfectly acceptable wish. In fact, I sense the lament ability burning deep within your spirit. It would be a simple thing for me to turn it loose. What more is there to think about? Open the lid. I don't think that's a good idea, dude. We're just standing there. We're not even stopping him. Oh. Well, I don't feel different at all. I think Mormo may have been lying. Come quietly. It's time we're leaving. Oh, weren't we supposed to break this urn? That's not good. And that is it. Yes, this will be such fun. I mean, it will be nice to return home after all this excitement. All be sussy. Welcome back, quietly. I'm glad to see you making a habit of not dying. Before we discuss our further trial, however, I would ask you about Kokobushi. When I saw him but a few moments ago, he seemed odd. Well, odder than usual. Would you happen to know aught of it? Well, he joined my trial. Bushi was at your trial. It is extraordinarily dangerous and foolish to interfere with the Thaumaturge's training. I shall have to scold him most heartedly. Such unpleasantness aside, I am impressed that you claim victory in spite of this unexpected development. The teachings of the Yawning Abyss have served you well. With your experience and control thus demonstrated, I believe you are ready to add a new spell to your repertoire, Scathe. This elementally neutral blast of force will prove effective against all manner of opponents. As I am sure you are eager to test this incantation efficiency, I shall grant you leave to return to your training. A pity a next hostile creature that comes that crosses your path. Ooh, Scathe. A big boom. Nice. I think we got a weapon too, but I don't think the weapon's any better than the one we have. Is not. No better. Okay. Let's go quietly. You're safe. I feared you had fallen victim to the Mage Slayer. Have you not heard of the recent spate of gruesome killings taking place within Ul'dah? Each case involves at least one dead Thaumaturge, and every corpse is found bloody, battered, and utterly drained of etheric energy. Ill tidings aside, I'm glad to see you alive and glowing with vitality. It is time for you to delve into the final chapter of the Yawning Abyss. Kokoboha, our second youngest sibling, will read to you from the threat of perplexity. Greetings, quietly. Are you once more prepared to peruse the pages of Power and Peril? Then let us begin. The threat of perplexity. Ah, how magnificent the daunting power we wield. Flames pursue, ice transfix, and lightning dances into the ranks of our enemies. But what terror descends when, from all sides, those ranks close, flames are smothered, ice crushed, and lightning grounded. Know you this threat, and war you the multitudinous foe. Multitudinous? Is the point of this passage readily apparent? It would be most problematic, for example, should you meet this malefic Meg Slayer and he or she proves to be multiple murderers. What a Thaumaturge needs is a thick-set thrall or courageous companions to accompany her in cases where collective cronies are expected. Now, as for your trial, Kokoboha, pray allow me to suggest a practical course for Quietly's training. The town is buzzing with the news of yet more slaughtered Thaumaturges. Their mutilated bodies found fouling the water of Nofika's wells. I would have quietly aid me in hunting down the culprit while the trail is yet fresh. Quietly may have tolerated your interruption of her trial the last time, Boosie, but you are hardly the hardy henchman she needs to clear such a hazardous hurdle. Your concerns are understandable, brother. If it would allay your fears, I can introduce quietly to a valiant warrior who recently entered my employment. You have secured the service of a stalwart swordsman. Well, then that would indeed be in line with learning the lesson of the day. Perhaps. Come now, quietly. Let us be about our business before Kokoboha has a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you in Nofika's wells. Was that Kokobusi? Yeah, it's your brother. Ah, quietly. So good of you to come. My Rogadin friend here is a warrior I mentioned back at Ossuary. Now, there's no time to waste. Why don't we head to the stream and examine the bodies of the slain mages? I would go with you, but with my delicate stomach, I fear I might contaminate the scene. Remember, you're looking for anything that might help us track down the killer. Okay. Where is it? Over here? Oh, it is over here. It's gruesome. Okay. Did you uncover anything incriminating? The blood is yet slick to the touch. The slaughter must have been recent indeed. The villain may yet lurk nearby. Return to the creek where the bodies lay and linger for a time. I dare say your aura, saturated as it is with enticing etheric energy, will lure the mage slayer into the open. Have courage, quietly. Our burly companion stands ready to leap into your aid. Somehow I feel like he's not gonna leap to my aid, but okay. That's fine. We'll give it a try. It's the worst that can happen. We die. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so we need to make sure that our companion stays alive. Normal, yes. Those imps definitely didn't like it. go. That definitely did a little bit better. I'm off to collecting coin. Interesting. To Coco Boosie. I don't know, that didn't really seem like a mage slayer. It seems your partnership with our hired blade went splendidly. It is unfortunate, though, that one of the imps was able to flutter away. Oh, did you not notice? You wouldn't wish to report to Kokoboho about your trial, but half finished, would you? Of course not. I'm afraid, however, that the Rogadin has already collected his compence and departed for the nearest alehouse. So what to do? What to do? Surely a thaumaturge of your caliber can handle a single imp, yes? If I'm not mistaken, it fled into that little cave over there. Hurry now, before it slips away into some hidden nook or cranny. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Ooh. That is not Kokobusi. Well, it is Kokobusi, but a Kokobusi possessed by a void scent that escaped from Mormo's urn. It was feeding on the etheric energies of all those slain thaumaturges. And you, my dear, Mana Ridge quietly, were to be next. I have wanted to absorb your delicious power since the moment we met. A pity. This has been such an amusing charade. However, did you see through it? I am Kukubusi's brother. How could I not? It is time I destroyed you, Mormo, and put a stop to those sinister killings. As the eldest, I must take responsibility for my family's misadventures. A coward like you destroy me. Your opening strike should have pierced my heart, but instead you aimed for the knife. Fear stays your hand. Fear that slaying me will also slay your sibling. You. Poor spineless thaumaturge. I shall, however, leave you with a pleasant thought. It was Kokobusi's fervent wish to amass this power. He craved the arcane strength to stand beside his brothers as equals. What a shame that he must now stand against you. It pains me to admit, but there is some truth to that creature's words. I surrendered the perfect opportunity to end this. I have betrayed my own teachings. Return to the ossuary and report the completion of your trial quietly. I will remain here for a time and gather my thoughts. Ah, quietly. Kokobuki has advised me of your adventures. It seems the mage slayer slithered away, but your stint with the swordsman was nonetheless successful. Consider this chapter complete. Your time with your tome of teachings is at an end. Well, to be absolutely accurate, it is an addendum with additional advice, but Kokobuki considers it extracurricular. Jeez. Even I dare not delve into this diabolical depths. I do not yet deign to die, you understand. I have yet to inform my brothers of Kokobusi's misfortunes. I have yet to reconcile the maelstrom within my mind. The most fundamental lessons of thaumaturgy demands I slay the creature where it stood. It was the most opportune moment to strike. Minimal risk. The victory all but assured. How many more will suffer for my hesitation and my cowardice? It will likely be some time, however, before Mormo resurfaces to kill again. Now that we have uncovered the deception, the Voidsent will seek a new hunting ground, where Kokobusi's face is unknown. And though the respite may be brief, I must devote this time to considering my next course of action. Pray, leave me to my musings quietly. Sure. Wait. Right. Okay. That is going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, that's it for this episode. We are going to continue. I know we are at 25, so we only have like 2 episodes left, but I am going to split this into another episode because I don't have much longer, and I don't want just one quest to be in the last part. So yeah, we're going to do the hidden chapter tomorrow or next episode. Well, it'll probably be tomorrow for me, but we're gonna do the next the last 2 quests next episode. And yeah, if you're I can't seem to speak. If you're enjoying this playthrough, even though I'm muddled and unable to form a sentence, please like and subscribe and consider hanging out in the channel. We are doing all of the Final Fantasy job quest lines. We've done quite a bit of them so far. That's not a one. We've done a few of them so far. We're doing all the ARR ones right now. We're also doing all of the MSQs, so look forward to the MSQ as well, and then we will eventually go through and do all of the job quests and all that stuff. And then on my other YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing more structured content. I'm going to be doing summaries of all of the stories, lore things, and game reviews and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check out my other channel as well. And yeah, that's about it. We'll see you next time, I guess. Bye.